Hello, hello, hello. Sixth try Mon trying to do the team builder, but I am Mon43, coach of your Seattle Scarvers, hoping sixth time is the charm. I'm here with our week 2 draft breakdown, yeah, team builder. Ooh, going strong at the start here. It is so hot up here. I get so scatterbrained. It's gonna be weird recording. I'm wearing my headphones. I don't need to wear my headphones. There's just earmuffs. It's like 97 today. Seattle was not made for hot weather. I get scatterbrained. And like when it's hot, I'm probably going to be making some questionable decisions in the match, but I'm hoping I brought a good team. This week we're against the Vegas Venusaurs. We're coming off of our pretty solid 3-0 victory. It's not as clean as I would have liked it last week, but I think as I get more used to the team, I can kind of clean up that play, get more used to the the new Pokemon that I brought on board. And we're going against the Vegas Venusaurs. I don't know if I already said that, but they are coming off of a 2-0 loss last week. Really interesting game, really aggressive. It was like basically like I give you 2 Pokemon, you give me 2 Pokemon. First turn, they got a kill on the enemy's Pelipper. So, and they brought like Beartic for Rain Sweep, so they got rid of a threat immediately, but unfortunately we just had some issues breaking kind of the general bulkiness of the rest of the team. I'm hoping for not as an aggressive game this game. My team is kind of more pointed towards much slower games, much more defensive games, which isn't actually my style, but I'm kind of enjoying it, and I'm kind of liking like prepping. Like seeing what I can prep. So this is going to be an interesting game. I think I'm bringing a pretty solid team. He has a very, very scary team. Coach is Kevin is the GOAT. He seems like a pretty good guy, so the GOAT seems pretty solid there. He's rocking the Zeraora, Haxorus, Amoonguss, Darmanitan, Slowking, Hitmonchan, Girder, Silvally, Gengar, Miltank, Duraludon, and Duosion. And so I've kind of when it comes to prepping, I kind of bunched his team together. We have Zeraora, which doesn't exactly fit this 100%, but I'm pretty, like, usually you can kind of expect Zeraora to fill this role, where Zeraora, Haxorus, and Darmanitan are his physical threats, and Gengar, Silvally, and Duraludon are his special threats. Silvally and Zeraora kind of flip between those two, and are also capable of like mix sets and stuff. But in general, when I was prepping, I kind of just ran on the assumption that it's gonna be one of those. He has some good, like, great things for threatening out my my Dragapult, like Scarf Gengar and Scarf Haxorus. I can't outspeed them unless I bring Scarf myself or Dragon Dance again, which I am not. So I'm expecting like a Scarf there. He could also Scarf Darmanitan. I could see a double Scarf, like Darmanitan to come into break, and then Haxorus and Gengar for more like revenge kills. He has a lot of options, especially when it comes to playing around my Dragapult, so it's going to be interesting in that kind of sense. But I think I brought a pretty good team. I actually have really good answers for his more offensive threats, barring a couple fringe situations. So it's actually, as I choke, let's actually get into our team. So we have, first up, we have Gothitelle coming to its first week. I kind of view like Gothitelle, Dragapult as kind of the co-captains of this team. And they're hoping to, both show up and do some more work. Spoiler alert, Dragapult's on this team too. But we are bringing Gothitelle for first week, looking to trap some poison types. He has Gengar and Amoonguss, both of which are very, very trappable. Now, I have to be careful about Gengar. Gengar 2-hit KOs me with a Shadow Ball, so I am bringing Castleberry with Calm Mind, so I can actually Calm Mind in its face, or just Psyshock, straight Psyshock would probably be my answer in Gengar. Just take the Shadow Ball, Castleberry in return, and then Psyshock for, I think, 100%. Maybe, I think it's actually closer to like 90, but I can work around that. A little chip on Gengar prior or after doesn't actually hurt. But against like everything else but Gengar, especially like Amoonguss, Slowking, Girder, Hitmonchan, all these things can get trapped in. They don't want to be trapped in. And unless they're having Shed Shell, I can actually just sit in front of most of them and just keep clicking Calm Mind. Calm Mind up, rest sleep talk, sit in front of a Moongus. He can spore me over and over and over again, and I'll just sleep talk through it. Like, I really like Moongus is not a threat. The only problem there is with sleep talk, I could hit Psyshock and not get as set up as I would like. But still, I think Gothitelle can put in work, trap the right thing, and then just set up and either win the game or just revenge kill efficiently. Like, it could do either, and I'm fine with either. It's really, really why I'm liking bringing Gothitelle this week. Next up, we are bringing the Pancakes. We have a lot of first week. It's only 2 returning Pokemon from last week, and Stunfisk is ready to go. Stunfisk is an amazing answer to like a lot of his team, but especially Zeraora. I was doing some calcs with Zeraora, and it's like, well, it's Zeraora, so I probably have to bring like Seismitoad for it, so I have a ground type, I can come and take Plasma Fist, but Zeraora uses Grass Knot pretty commonly, and Grass Knot does like 70% to Seismitoad, so I'd have to bring like Rindo or something, but then I don't actually one-shot it with Earth Power unless I am like max special attack, so I wasn't really a fan of like Seismitoad as a response to Zeraora. So like as I'm looking this over, I'm like, wait, I have another ground type, Pancakes, and as I was like looking, like doing calcs, it's like, okay, so Grass Knot does like 70% to Seismitoad, it does like 20% to Stunfisk. So Stunfisk is our Zeraora answer. Bringing Earth Power is really the only attacking move we need against his team. I don't think he has, he doesn't have a ground immunity or resist unless he brings like Savali Grass Bug or Flying. So Earth Power is really the only move I need. It 2-hit KO Zeraora. It does good damage to Darmanitan. It does good damage to Gengar. It works against everything. It's also my rocker this week. Pain Split, just for a little more sustain if I can get in and click it. And then I honestly didn't need this 4th moveset, so I just thought I'd throw on Thunder Wave. If I can get it on like Hexorus, Darmanitan, Savali, Gengar, like one of those, I could really mess with it and open up the rest of my team. We're bringing the static ability. So this is my main response to Zeraora, which cannot be influenced by static, but if Zeraora is like out of the way or not much of a threat, I can switch this into like Darmanitan or Hexorus, both of which like I think most of their moves, barring Earthquake, are contact moves and threaten the paralysis. Just on the switch in. This thing also is very, very tanky against those guys. So, but like mainly Zeraora, and then Rocky Helmet's also there because I just get constant chip. If he's going to bring Grass Knot is also contact, so Rocky Helmet works against Grass Knot too, even though it's special. Pancakes just works way too well to Zeraora this week. We're tasked mostly into special defense. If he brings a special Zeraora, I'm like, I couldn't find any moves that like I'd really take a lot from, especially off of just the Mondo HP stat that Stunfisk has. So actually, Stunfisk is a really good teammate this match, and I'm really excited to bring him. I wasn't sure because of my next mon, because I'm already bringing a ground type, but I'm also bringing Frog. You could look at Frog and see Frog as like my Zeraora answer. It is not. I already went over those calcs. I don't want to take a Grass Knot. However, this is my Darmanitan answer. This switches into Darmanitan's relatively freely. Take like 25% for Flare Bits, and then I can threaten a Scald, I can threaten Earth Power, I can threaten the knockoff on the switch, or I can just use Icy Wind to kind of slow them down. I probably should switch my move off of Water Absorb. They have nothing on their team. Their ability, I should say my ability off of Water Absorb, they don't really have a water type except Slowking, and I'm not too worried about sitting in front of Slowking. I can just spam it Psychic type. So we're actually going to switch to Poison Touch here, I believe. What was my last one? Swift Swim? Yeah, not setting up rain this week. Just bringing the leftovers with a very bulky set. We're just here to kind of, slap some people, take some hits, and then just kind of mess with their team, deal some damage here and there with Earth Power. Again, like Earth Power having basically no switch in. If I can get some Scald Burns on like Hexorus or Aura, that would be cool. It just gives me a lot of answers. This also kind of baits in something like the Amoonguss or the Zeraora for my to kind of hit it with Grass Stab and then or Grass type attacks for either Pancakes or Stealth to switch in and then just eviscerate. So like bringing 2 ground types, both of which are defensive walls, but both of which I think serve the same purpose. Next up, I'm continuing my kind of my defensive core with returning from the first week after doing pretty amazing. We have Scrafty. I named him Hoodlum. I like Hoodlum Scrafty, like solid, but I actually forgot what I nicknamed him first week, so I might have to double check. We're bringing an interesting set: knockoff, Drain Punch, Taunt, Poison Jab with Shed Skin and Roselli Berry. I'm not very afraid of Amungus's Spore. Because I have Sleep Talk on Stell and I have Shed Skin on Scrafty, so I'll heal it basically immediately if I get lucky. But this is my blanket special attacker, special defensive wall. I have a lot of issues with Gengar. Gengar is like very important. I can switch into Gengar, but a Scarf Gengar can kind of mess with my team. So he's able to come in. Roselli Berries for Dazzling Gleam on Gengar, and so I can take that and then like do 160% with knockoff, I'm pretty sure. But I'm still 2-hit KO'd from Dazzling Gleam. I would get 1-hit KO'd if I didn't have the Roselli Berry. But this is more my blanket check. Duraludon doesn't really want to attack into it. Gengar doesn't want to attack into it, and Silvally Special, depending on typing, doesn't want to deal with it. We do have an issue with Silvally Fairy. It's another reason I have Roselli Berry, and I actually just last minute switched what was Bulk Up into Poison Jab, because Silvally Fairy is actually more of an issue than I would like to admit. It would do very well against my team, so I have to be very careful if he ends up bringing that specific Silvally, because I'm not the most prepared for it. Next up on the team, we're bringing Silvally. I said Silvally so many times, I almost said it again. Sylveon, coming to its first week, bringing a really defensive cleric set, uninvested, with Wish, Baton Pass, Protect, Hyper Voice. I was not going to bring Protect. That was actually Heal Bell originally, just to make sure that Spore wasn't a problem. I took Spore on the wrong mon. But I realized that Scarfers is going to be very important to his strategy, like Scarf Darmanitan, or Scarf Haxorus, or Gengar, or Duraludon, honestly. One of those Pokemon Scarfed is going to be important to his strategy, so I can use Protect to actually scout that out. Wish, just to pass wishes around. The health on the Sylveon's actually not too important, while the health on Pancake's and Frog are more important, so I'm able to Wish Pass. I'm able to just send this out, and then like against something that's not very threatening, and then Baton Pass out, get momentum, maybe into my Gothitelle or my last Pokemon that I will reveal in a second. But this is just, Arya's here just to kind of generally help out the team, not going to be the sweeper. If I need to click attack, I can click Hyper Voice into Haxorus. I'm pretty sure with my max HP, max defense, I actually do take a Poison Jab from Haxorus, but I didn't check. So Hyper Voice will be useful. If not, just Wish to heal up the rest of the team, be generally clericy, and Baton Pass to get me some positive momentum. I completely skipped over, I just realized, Taunt on Scrafty. Taunt is there, specifically for Slowking. There's a chance he might want to try to bring, like, a Trick Room with Slowking. I could see it coming. Like, Slowking, maybe a slower Darmanitan, slower Duraludon would do well against my team in Trick Room, so just in case he brings Slowking, I am going to bring Taunt, just in case he wants to try to Trick Room me. Though I might just end up clicking knockoff, but it's just there as like an extra precaution. And our final member of the team, Spyro, is coming back, coming off of killing half the opposing team last week. We're hoping for something similar, bringing another Life Orb max attacks set with Sucker Punch, Dragon Darts, U-Turn, and Will-O-Wisp, rocking the Infiltrator. I am pretty sure that his response to Spyro is Scarf Gengar. It could be Scarf something else, or it could be just Zero Aura clicking knockoff, which is totally fair. But in the event that it is Scarf Gengar, max attack, Life Orb Sucker Punch does one-shot it. If he is not a Scarf Gengar, or like I get a knockoff and it doesn't kill, then I am still able to do some considerable damage to it. If it's a substitute Gengar and it subs up against something, Infiltrator does not care. And so that is like, so Sucker Punch, and Sucker Punch one-shots, unless he's like crazy bulky. We outspeed Gengar if it's not scarfed, and then the Dragon Darts is there because he really doesn't have a Dragon Darts switch-in. Just nothing on his team can resist it unless he brings Silvally Fairy or Silvally Steel. So it's another reason why I'm kind of scared of the Silvally Fairy. If he does bring Silvally Fairy, I'm pretty sure Silvally doesn't get Dazzling Gleam. I didn't actually check. But if it doesn't, yeah, if it doesn't get Dazzling Gleam, Will-O-Wisp can really neuter, like on like a switch-in, can really neuter that Silvally's lethality. And along with U-turn, just to get some more momentum. If he wants to switch into Moongus to maybe take a Dragon Darts, then I can just switch into Stell and start setting up. Just maintain the momentum, and then kind of just switch in between Pancake's Frog, Hoodlum, and Arya, just to kind of take hits, deal out some kind of weaker hits, for then later Spyro to come in, break open a couple people, and then Stealth to eventually just set up Calm Minds and sweep. I'll probably try to set up with Stealth a little earlier. I have a hunch the slower mons that Stealth won't be able to set up on are going to go pretty quickly. So that is the team for this match. I'm gonna hopefully get right into the battle. I'm not sure. I'm gonna yell at Kevin right now, and we'll see how things go. See what he brings. So until then. Alrighty, we're into the game. This time actually live commed with me here. Oops, I need to turn off my fan. It's too much noise. I was trying to cool down before the game starts, but we're in the game. It's about to get hot. Okay. So he did bring a lot of the threats. He did not bring Haxorus, which was really nice. He brought Zeraora, Darm, Amoonguss, Slowking, Duraludon, and Miltank. So I'm really glad to not see the Gengar. No Gengar is actually really surprising, honestly. So Sucker Punch isn't that useful on Spyro. And no Haxorus, which is really nice. No Silvally means he guaranteed does not have a Dragon Dart switch in. And Amoonguss and Miltank, and probably Slowking, are probably my easiest Pokemon I can set up on. I am not 100% sure who he wants to lead with. I see a lot of Slowking leads. Maybe he wants to just lead Miltank, start with rocks. If he leads Miltank... honestly, I'm thinking about just starting off aggressive with Calm Minding on Stell. He said good luck, good have fun. U2. I dropped the U2, although now that I'm the more people are now talking about it in draft leagues, and I think I like the U2, so I don't have to reiterate. It's like, yeah, you should have good luck and have fun too. But it's like seeming more taboo. Let's see. So I click Psyshock and basically everything on his team. His Duraludon and Slowking resist it, but if I get enough stacks, it doesn't really matter much. Moongus probably Shed Shell. I'm really worried about Darmanitan and Duraludon. Those two can break holes. Scrafty should be able to switch into Duraludon pretty safely. I'm thinking about actually leading Scrafty, because it has a good matchup against like all four on the right here. And I have switch-ins to the other two on the left. So, okay, that's gonna be my lead, I'm pretty sure. Okay, he's still picking. That took forever to yeah, it has good matchups. It would suck if we got burned by like a Scald from Slowking. That would be unfortunate. Though not the end of the world. Is this a team he'd want to Trick Room in? I don't think so. But he does have those in the middle. Oh, I forgot to link it. Thank you for linking. Unless Hawaiian Shaman found it. No, okay, cool, he linked. So, leads are started. He started with Darmanitan. He learns that I'm not that. I had to just straight switch into Frog. He U-turns, unsurprisingly. I didn't really have much a choice in that matter, and in the end it's only going to cost me about 15%, so it's fine. My Frog is a bulky boy. It'll be interesting to see what he switches in. My guess is probably Amoonguss. Maybe Slowking. We'll have to see, though. I'm really curious if he Shed Shell or not on Among Us. Because that means that I'm going to have to set up on either... Like, set up Gothitelle on either Slow King or Miltank. But what does he switch in? Darm? Does he just nuke me with Darm? Because he probably does a lot of damage. Like, Stell is bulky, but it's not that bulky. Let's see how much a Scarf Darmanitan, while he's thinking through his move, would do. Yeah, Flare Blitz is like 75, so like I need to be very, very bulky. And actually, let's just check to make sure that U-turn damage is Scarf. Looks like it. Looks like high Scarf. Mungus is his choice. I'm just double checking choice band damage. Yeah, it's not banned, so he's probably Scarf. Or like Life Orb or something, but no, it's not Life Orb. He goes into a Mungus, I just switch into Stealth. He can Spore me. That is cool. I can Sleep Talk. And if he is not Shed Shell, he is in a bad situation. He's in a really bad situation. I'm curious what his plan is from here. Let's make sure I'm actually Shadow Tag too. Yeah, okay, I'm Shadow Tag. The Chasm Berry is basically worthless. I don't think Duraludon gets Shadow Ball. Maybe Slow King does. And actually that would probably be Slow King's response to Stell, so I might get some use from the Chasm. We'll see. But Stell is asleep, as expected. Hence why I have Sleep Talk. He's playing it slow. Okay, he is Shed Shell. That is fine. I get my first turn of sleep, and I Sleep Talk and Calm Mind. That's cool. He goes into this, and he probably just knockoffs. I reveal that I am Calm Mind. Vensa Pivot. I take 50% from the knockoff for a sleep roll, which I don't want to take. I'm just going to go into Pancake Case. Pancake Case comes in and does not care, although that's actually a good amount of damage. But he is Life Orb. Reveal that. And I think I just set up my rocks here, don't I? Yeah, I just set up my rocks here. He goes back into Amoonguss, that is fine. I get my rocks up. We go back into Stell, burn some sleep turns. He's unsurprisingly Shed Shell. If I can actually like knock off with Seismitoad and switch in, that'd be awesome. That does very little, very little. I'm actually gonna click Psyshock here instead of Sleep Talk, just in case I get the 2-turn sleep. I think mathematically it might be efficient. And just fire off a Psyshock into whatever wants to come in. If it's Zero Aura, we can keep going into Pancakes and back. I can Pain Split the Amoonguss and get back a lot of HP. Although actually, what is Stunfisk's HP stat compared to Amoonguss? They have pretty similar, don't they? 109 to 114, so he's a little more. He goes into Duraludon, I stay asleep. My switch in here is going to be Scrafty. Not doing as much damage as I would like. He's kind of switching in and out, but these rocks are really going to start hurting him. He has no way of getting them off the field. He has no way of punishing me like with his own rocks, unless he gets Melting Count. He Dracos, that does a lot of damage, and I Drain Punch. Yeah. I'm playing this a little fast. That Draco is a lot of damage though. To a max special defense, Hoodlum. I might just go down to this, it's kind of fine. Only kinda. Because it's not like another switch in. Draco, doing 65, he has to be Specs. So at -2, he physically cannot kill me without a crit. Cool, I Drain Punch. He goes into Psyking, unsurprising. I get a little HP back. I can't switch into another Draco, but I can switch in Arya to that. And I actually can pass a Wish into him. How much does a knockoff do to Soaking? Because I actually don't mind staying in here. I take like nothing, and I return that. I return with like worst case, I get Scalded that I can actually Shed Skin. So I'm gonna knock off, take off his lefties, He's Signal Beam. Interesting. What's that for? Goth? Interesting. I'm gonna switch into Arya and hopefully set up a Wish Pass. But now that I know that he is Specs Duraludon, I can actually protect. Oh, good teleport. I can actually just protect in front of Duraludon and see what he wants to do. I thought he'd have to bring a lot of stuff that would be choice locked, so I'm glad that I brought Protect on Sylveon. This battle's a little interesting. He's kind of maintaining physical momentum. I'm kind of responding to him rather than him responding to me. And with that Regenerator Core, it's going to get a little awkward over time. I should have put more speed on Scrafty so I can outspeed Miltank. Like, base Miltank. But it's freaking 100 speed. Like, why is Miltank 100 base speed? So this is going to be an interesting switch. He might just want to get Miltank in for his rocks. No, he does go Duraludon. I protect on this all day till Sunday. See what he wants to do. He is going to Flash Cannon. And now we get into the mind game of, like, does he switch? Or does he not? So, Choice Specs Duraludon Flash Cannon will kill Scrafty. Seismitoad actually is probably my switch here. Does about 25. Although I kind of run out of responses to that. What about Stunfisk? Stunfisk takes about 22. I think Stunfisk is my answer here, and then I can actually just Pain Split. Yeah, he's gonna continue. Oh, that crit hurts. Actually, that crit actually just makes my Pain Split more effective. So I'll take it. He switched back into Amoonguss, not surprising. I get a little Pain Split action off. He might switch back into Duraludon, like almost predictably. I'm gonna go into Sylveon here. I think Sylveon is my play. I need to break this Pokeball eventually. If I had pulled Psychic off the Sleep Talk, that would be nice. Or Psych Shock off the Sleep Talk, that would be nice. I don't want to get Giga Drained by this, so I do have to switch. And I'm thinking my switch is back into Sylveon. If he, yeah, like, worst case, he Sludge Bombs me, and I don't think, like, I don't think I take very much from the Sludge Bomb. From Amoonguss, like, defensive Amoonguss. Does have Sludge Bomb, about 34%, that's nothing. I can just Wish, and if need be, Wish Pass into Scrafty. This is going to be a slow game. He has a Regenerator Core, and I have a much slower team. He does have Sludge Bomb, does about 40. That is fine. I can afford to Baton Pass this to Scrafty, I think. Because Scrafty's not going to take anything from Amoonguss now. It doesn't take damage, and I get back a lot of HP. So I'm going to Baton Pass Hoodlum. I don't die, and I get the... Yeah, we're good. I actually just went to double check. And here I just click knock off. I want to get rid of an item here. Any item. He goes back into Slowking. Unfortunate, but this knockoff is actually going to threaten it. Yeah. So I actually threaten the kill now, so I just click knock off again. I outspeed it. Oh, the roll is so sad. That roll is so sad. I'm actually going to taunt him here. Oh, man, I could have just dealt with this thing, but I can taunt him. He can't slack off, and then I click knock off. I keep clicking knock off because actually now I win this trade. Taunt was for Slowking, just not in the way I thought. Something is getting knocked off. Whether it's Specs on Duraludon, which means Scrafty can switch in, Shed Chill on Amoonguss would make him lose, honestly. Scarf off Darmanitan is a load off my back. Anything. Honestly, anything. I think if he switches and Zero Aura dies, Darm is the choice to lose their item. That is a Scarf, correct? Yes. And he has about 2 switch-ins left. Frog can now come in and does not, like, care. That is a weight off my back with that Scarf gun. And that Darm, like, heavily damaged. Frog comes back in, he can U-turn, he actually goes for the Brick Break, thinking I'm gonna stay. Little known fact, hell no. I'm actually gonna knock off again, because if his switch into this is a Mungus, I get rid of that Shed Shell, and then that Amoongus is much, like, terrified. Absolutely terrified of me now. He U-turns, gets a crit, unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Switch into Amoongus, because if, like, yes, and Shed Shell is gone, and now the Gothitelle switch-in is fucking terrifying. Pardon my French, but, like, ooh boy. That's a scared Amoongus now. I think I just go straight into Stell. See, he can predict this and go to Duraludon. And if he does, I have to play the game of do you click Draco Meteor or do you click Flash? Let me see how much damage. Pancake is actually might be expendable now. How much damage to a Zera Aura, defensive pivot Zera Aura, does Sucker Punch do? Sucker Punch does about 41 to 48, so Zera Aura is still out of range. But I don't die to a knockoff, so we're good there. So I want to just go straight into Stell. I don't think it's a good idea. I think my better idea is to go into Scrafty and continue to knock off, or maybe to click Drain Punch. That, or just Sylveon. Because I don't want him going into his Skyscraper. I don't want him going to Duraludon. I'm gonna go into Aria. He doesn't double, so he could have put himself in a really awkward position. I'm going to Wish. I'm going to Wish Protect myself back up, probably. He's going to Sledge Bomb me. No poison. Perfecto. I could Protect. One of his better moves is switching out here. But I had to Protect. I had to Protect. Cool. He didn't switch out. I'm really worried. Like, I'm playing very defensively, and it's letting Duraludon come in, and if Duraludon comes in, I feel bad. But he doesn't. Okay, I think now my play is Baton Pass here, and if he doesn't switch in out, Stell comes in, and I basically win. So I get the Baton Pass, he doesn't switch in, out, he does not have his Shed Shell anymore, and Gothitelle can now sit in front and click Calm Mind. And I don't think I win, unless I play very well here, but I am going to break holes. I'm going to kill this Amoongus, and there's not much you can do. That knockoff to get rid of the Shed Shell is perfect. Now he is trapped. All he can do is really fish for crits, I guess. I'm going to have to probably rest after this sleep. I don't want to be put in range of a crit. That is my biggest worry. So, Amoongus, defensive Amoongus. I didn't get the 3. Stomping Tantrum, interesting brain. So it's Spore, Giga Drain, I know its entire set. Giga Drain does about 14. Giga Drain, Sledge Bomb. So I have to stay basically out of the 40% range, which is fine. I rest up. Hey, I'm already asleep. You can't Spore me, I put myself to sleep. Yeah, this is just awkward. My goal here is to hit as many Calm Minds as I can while asleep. And go there. If they hit Psyshock here, I Sleep Talk. I got Rest again. Cool. Rest is fine. So we're actually going to Calm Mind a couple times up, just so I can do damage to his Duraludon. I'm mono attacking. I don't know if I mentioned this in the draft, but he doesn't have a Dark type, so unless Silvally, so I'm mono attacking. I need a lot of boost to do damage to his Duraludon. I about two-shot at max. I don't want to... I feel bad just sitting here and stalling out and setting up, but it's kind of what I got to do for his Duraludon. Although, +4/+4, how much is he doing back? It's not doing very much. I'm in range of a crit, though. So I'm sorry, Kevin. I don't want to like sit here and set up in front of you, but I kind of have to just because you're Duraludon. I'm sorry. This is rude. We're gonna go 2/+5. That's all I need. I thought I just clicked teleport. I was like, wait, I brought teleport on this set. I rest up, so I stay out of that 40% range, and then hopefully I get something that isn't Psyshock, followed. I got Psyshock. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, I got Psyshock off that. That's the luck of the draw. I hopefully need to get Psyshock again. I take his knockoff just fine. He clicks knockoff. I get knocked to 62. I lose my Cassid Berry. I sleep talk. Please get Psyshock. Thank you. And now Pancakes is expendable. He's going to go into Darm. My best play is switch out here. Keep Gothitelle alive as long as possible. And then his Darm, after the switch in, can't switch out. Yeah, he goes into Darm. Actually, with Zera Oregon, my play is into Pancakes. Yeah. Because I risk static, and Pancakes is not that useful anymore. He's actually going to die to his own Flare Blitz, and we are into a 3v3. So that Duraludon is still very scary. And if he goes into Duraludon... How much do I need on damage on Dragapult do I need to kill Dragon Darts? Wow, I do a lot of damage to like a non-bulky full offense. Okay, I don't actually need that much damage on Duraludon. I think Seismitoad is my switch here, or is Sylveon? It's Sylveon. Because yeah, if he goes to Duraludon, I just protect to scout his move. If he clicks Draco Meteor, I am fine. If he clicks anything else, like Flash Cannon, I do switch. How much does Duraludon's do to Scrafty? Flash Cannon does about 40%. I cannot take 2. How much does it do to Seismitoad? About 25. Wow, that's impressive. I don't think I can take that either. Well, I don't want to take that either, so I think my switch here is into Gothitelle to sack it. And then Scrafty can come in, Drain Punch, and take 2. Or kill Slacking if he wants to do that. Do I knock off here? I knock off here. Because I think I live 2 if I knock off his Flash Cannon. His Specs. Cool. He did go into Slacking, not surprising. I get that. Click Taunt. I need just a little extra chip on this Duraludon. Just a little bitty bit. But I can just click Knockoff here. I don't know what he's doing with his Miltank. His Miltank's just kind of sitting in the back there. And I know he doesn't want to come into Scrafty. But there's not much else you can do. He goes for Scald, gets another crit. That's 3 crits this match. How unlucky. Actually gonna be... That crit's actually really, really nice. He goes into Miltank here, which is interesting. I knock off something. Lefties. I need Drain Punch. I need the HP so I can take a Duraludon Flash Cannon. I don't think I take one at this health. I take one without Specs. He goes and play Rough. Dang. Roselli Berry saved me! So Roselli Berry coming in clutch! Didn't actually do enough. But that was, I'm glad Roselli Berry. Arya is my play here. Where's Ferb? No, Arya lets in Duraludon. And then I slow. That's an unfortunate miss there, though I don't think it would do very much to a max defense. Sylveon. Very, very cool Berry. The play rough on Miltank. It's going to be a little bit of an issue, but I'm slower than it, so I can actually Baton Pass into Scrafty. I don't want to. Actually, yeah, I can Baton Pass into Scrafty. I don't think he's going to click Play Rough. to my Sylveon, he clicks Toxic instead. I Baton Fist my Wish into Scrafty, heal back up for Duraludon in the future, and then who do I switch into? Sparrow? No. I think I just have to keep playing it slow. I switch back into probably Sylveon. It's gonna be a little bit. I probably want to... how much did that Play Rough do with the Roselli? 31, so I'm taking about 60. It's unfortunate. This game is not over by any means of the word. 50 turns in, that's kind of crazy. I might just want to keep switching Sylveon in and out to keep it alive. I also want to check Miltank, like a really, really defensive Miltank with Play Rough against... Okay, Play Rough actually doesn't do very much to my Dragapult. My Dragapult should 2-hit unless it's really defensive. Yeah, max defense. I still actually like threaten it out. So I'm going to continue going to Arya. Oh, he actually switches into Slowking, which is an interesting bring. He's going to get more HP on that. As actually, I'm just going to keep sharing the love. As we're going to kind of top off here. I'm going to hard switch into... No, I shouldn't hard switch. That was just poor play. Into my Frog, who can take that Scald and not care. What is the play here? Just attack into my Frog? My Frog's not very offensive. I just need a little damage on Duraludon. And then Spyro can come in and kind of win. They don't really have items, so the knockoff isn't so good. I am gonna Scald. Okay, he doesn't switch, but if I can get a burn, that'd be awesome. Awesome, lucky. He's getting all these crits, and it's only fair. Back to Arya. This Slowking is just free wish fodder. Got the burn, got the chip. He goes back into Miltank. I'm just gonna keep passing wishes. Or I can actually just Baton Pass into Spyro here. And then probably go for a 2 Dragon Darts for the kill. He goes for Heal Bell, so interesting. Okay, so it's a really bulky set with that. Dragapult's gonna come out now. I just click Dragon Darts here. And I should 2-shot. And Play Rough's doing like nothing. Dragon Darts comes out. Does the 40 I was expecting. I take a Play Rough. Just fine. Perfect. I click Dragon Darts again. He does not really have a switch into this. If he goes into Slowking, I just click U-turn, chunk that out, and keep rotating. But we're definitely into the end game here. He does go into Slowking. Interesting choice. Dragon Darts, kills that too. He might try to stall me with like kind of regenerator turns and life orb damage, but I don't think that's going to really matter. Miltank is gone. That means Scrafty is pretty much unopposed. He goes into you. I click U-turn. I don't want to take any damage because I kind of still do need to defeat Duraludon with this guy. Hoodlum is my correct play here. Even if I get like Skullburn, he does go for the slack off, which is unfortunate. But I just click knockoff now. And nothing really threatens me. He does go into Duraludon. I get the chip I need. I knock off his specs. Yep. I click Drain Punch, like regardless. He misses a Draco, which is unfortunate, but I don't think matters in the grand scheme of things. He gets another chance. That sucks that it missed, but non-specs only does about 43%, and it gives him the special attack drop. And I'm pretty sure from here Hoodlum just 1v1 stacking by taunting and clicking knockoff like 4 times. And it doesn't matter if he scalds me, scald burns me, nothing. 63 turns, man, that was a slow game. I mean, it's that Shed Skin, thank you. Yeah, see, burn doesn't even matter. So that looks like it's gonna be the game. I might have to switch out Scrafty just to preserve differential. 20%. Yeah, I do have to preserve. Okay, I'm gonna switch out Scrafty to preserve differential. We're gonna go into, I guess, Sylveon to get the last kills. I might have to play around with this, or I just wish pass into Scrafty and call it good. I'm just gonna wish pass. He can heal up, and we can take this longer. But I'm just trying to just preserve differential. He's going for the slack off. We're taking this longer. Okay. I'm gonna hyper voice. Does about 30. Okay. Get my wish back. I'm gonna wish again. Baton pass it into Scrafty. I'm actually faster than Scrap at this. So Scrafty can't come in. Fuck. Okay, how do I not lose this game? Okay, preserving differential actually might have thrown me the game. I'm gonna hyper voice. Scalds, I get my wish back. My guess is he... my guess is he does, you know, what he wants. I had wished on like a turn earlier. He's gonna slack off. Gets so much PP in that. I'm gonna hard switch into Spyro. Yeah, he slack offs. I U-turn. This is awkward. I sack Aria here. I don't need Aria. No, actually I'm gonna hyper voice. If he doesn't slack off this turn, I win. Alright, yeah. Damn it, he did slack off. My Pokemon are very low. I should get the wish off before I die. Oh, he slacked off again. Interesting. Okay, I gotta protect, keep my HP up. This toxic sucks. I do kill this. I just have to just play it smart. This is gonna be a hot minute. I die if I don't switch here, so I go to Frog. Ooh, he has so many Slack-offs. I'm in an awkward spot here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna click Scald and get a burn. I need that chip damage. Or hope for a burn, I should say. Yeah, because I need to come in. It's probably Taunt. Yeah, okay, that was a lucky burn. Okay, now I sack my Frog here. What does the most? Yeah, knockoff does the most. Okay. I got lucky with those burns. I knock off here. He scalds and kills my Frog. Rude. I come in with Scrafty. I click Taunt. And then I click Hyper Voice twice and win. Okay, that took a little more maneuvering than I wanted it to. I don't want him to die too late for it. He is below 10%. So there we go. Now we win. Okay, I took a little finagling there at the end. I turned a 4-0 win into a 2-0 because I was a little too careful. GG. 80 turns though. Wow. That was a 32-minute match. That was, but hey, we're still winning. We're playing a lot slower. This team plays really slow, which is interesting because I feel very comfortable with it, playing this slow, but it's not my style. I usually do not play that slow. To be fair, like 20 of those turns was just dealing with that slacking. I had to do some finagling. I'd mismanaged my Scrafty's HP. I kept Frog around when I didn't really need it, but it got like a burn when I needed it. That was 18%. That really helped, though I don't know if it really mattered. But yeah, that was a long game. It was a lot of deduction. Most of his team I kind of rooted out. I managed to get the Shed Shell off of his Amoonguss, and then from there just set up in front of it. Unfortunately, he then I pulled the Psyshock, but I got chunked. I was hoping for... I got lucky. I got lucky for the 2 turns in a row. But yeah, wow. That was a tight match. That was actually really hard. We're going to take this one. We're undefeated 2-0 with a 5 differential. And we got kills like all over the board. Like everybody performed on this team. All 6 did awesomely. So that was a really cool match. Props to Kevin as GOAT. He's pretty GOAT. That was a good match. Takes pretty GOAT to give me such an interesting match. Looks like we're in for a longer battles with a longer season. But yeah, I'm pumped. We're starting off strong. I will see you when we get to week 3. So thanks for watching.